Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Feed the Beast on the Mindcrack Fanserver Feed the Beast server thing. Yeah! Made a lot of changes here. I took out this freaking pipe. And now I've got this my ender chest. I've got one where my turtles, I've got 3 turtles mining right now somewhere down that way. They're mining and they're just filling this up. I had to get one of these real fancy engines on it because the poor redstone one it wasn't keeping up with the load that 3 turtles can put in, because when they all come back at once and they're throwing their shit in, just this chest is not enough, so it has to it has to suck the chest off while it's getting filled up. And moving on. Well, not a whole lot up here has changed. I think I've added a couple extra barrels, you know, nothing too fancy there. But in my my laboratory here, I've been doing a lot of work. It doesn't look quite as much like a clusterfuck as it did before. Thank goodness. So basically what I have going on is that, oh shit, I hate it when that happens. Hang on, let me change this. Oh god, there we go. It always happens whenever I resize my window. Okay. Just basically a collection of stuff, mostly leftovers, dust, whatnot, that my machines have given me. And what I've got going on here is I changed the routing from my pipes. You know what? I made this entrance for a reason. Get up there, get up there. So I'm no longer putting all my ores in here. I'm just putting my diamonds and my gems. And what I'm doing is pretty much, let's see, silver, tin, copper, whatnot, I'm sending this way. These things. And what they're doing is they are coming down here. If it sees coal gets sucked up that way, but anything else gets sent down into these hoppers. Which, man, they're full as hell. This is going to cause some problems. Let me take this silver and put it in here. This poor mace raider just does not work fast enough. Let's take some of this iron out. I've got too much iron. I don't need to worry about it. So anyway, what's happening is ores go down in here. I have it so iron dust specifically will head over to the furnace to get smelted. Everything else I have going here for dust, because sometimes I don't always turn it straight into the ingots. Sometimes I'll use the gold and the silver to make that electrum stuff, which is absolutely amazing. Sometimes I'll take the copper and the tin and I'll turn them into bronze and, you know, all that good stuff. I've got a lot of my cobble going down into my recycler. Here we go. And that's going down through this pipe. So, yeah, a lot of changes. These trapdoors were in here so I could access my bat boxes, so I could see what their power is, but I don't know if I'm going to need that. My idea here is all these engines that are sucking and powering up these various devices. I want to have like a computer terminal here, where I'm going to have my 4 charging stations here, have my turtles there, and kind of monitor them like how I have in the Nether. But I also want a control thing. I want to be able to monitor which things are on and off, and be able to just control it. I don't know if I need to do that anymore because, well, yeah, it's slowly going up. See, I finally had enough resources to upgrade all my solar panels. So now I got 4 advanced panels, and I know that's not really a lot, but it's a good amount for me. It powers most of my stuff without me having to worry about it. And oh god, this chest is getting full as hell. I gotta figure out what to do with this sulfur and this nicolite. I should probably make barrels for them and send them somewhere. But for now, so basically a lot of this stuff, what this is gearing towards, is one thing that I absolutely need to make is oh god, I'm falling. And you can see I've started hollowing out. I need to make another room down below, and I'm thinking that this is where I'm going to make use of these 3 guys that I made. Tree tap, logger, and arboretum. I'm going to get an automated rubber farm to just suck out sap, and yeah. And the reason I'm not doing it up above is because I wanted the I wanted to have easier access to the wiring, or to power. Like, I can send my power down there and just use these engines on it. You know, no big deal. And I don't know. I think it'll just be easier to get that and then to set my piping system up. I want to keep extending this storage area out, but as you can see, oh, hey, hang on. Okay, I put them in there like an hour ago, and I guess I just kind of forgot about them. As you can see, I kind of reached into the mountain. So I might make some sort of might make this wall out of glass and make it some sort of just kind of really cool walkway. And yeah, and down there, this should be where my turtles are mining out. I'm running the yeah. So I'm running a turtle quarry program, and basically what these guys do, let's see, can I go, which one's safe? You can see a turtle mining over there right now. Let's go down this one. I have enough jetpack, right? Yeah, good. So basically what it does is the turtle goes all the way down. Well, it should be going all the way down to bedrock. But I guess it must have went through some water or something. But it goes down to bedrock, and it basically mines the layer around bedrock. And it starts at the bottom first in order to just in order to get the most valuable resources first. And then it works its way up, and it mines every 3rd row, as you can see, and it checks above and below it for ores. So you can see it was going through here, found ores below, mine up, mine up. And by doing every 3rd row, it's able to get the ores that it needs without mining too much cobble. Oh, we got something over there. What is that? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was diamond. Don't care. I don't care. But okay, it must have went through lava first. Is there lava here too? Oh yeah. Lots of lava. So yeah, that's that. It does its job. Let's see if we can find one of them right now. Let's see, it is... Oh, I can hear him. He's close. Where is he? Oh, hey! Hey! Hi, guy! So he's just doing his thing. Let's get some light in here for you. Yeah, you see? So he gets below and above, and he just keeps going in a line up and down, and it's really nice. Works well. So let's get out of here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to start clearing out that area for for my arboretum. I gotta find out how much space I need to reserve, and once that's done, I'll be right back with you guys and show you what I've accomplished. Hello, guys. We are back. It's been more than a couple hours. It's actually been a couple days. Got a lot of stuff done. Not sure if I had this set up before, but I do have this all upgraded to advanced solar panels. So finally, my base has energy. It's getting the job done. I'll show you that in a bit. But I've moved all my crops because I have finally finished that. Well, not finished, but I have an area now for all my vegetation. But I wanted to show you. I made a couple changes in here. You see, I got a sexy couch. I changed the floor up a little bit. I really like these two colors next to each other. I think that looks awesome. I could probably update this too. I could probably just tear these off. I don't need these. I never use them. I occasionally use this guy. Yeah, make some green, but for the most part, I don't need these, like, ever. So, down here, a lot has changed. Yeah. I'm not so sure how I feel about these light patterns. Because really, from what I understand, mobs will not spawn on this kind of floor, so I guess I really don't need these lights, but I don't know. But I've updated the, just the overall layout here. I have my solar panels now feeding into MFSU, which is then feeding into my MFEs. Before I had like one MFE way over there, and they were kind of in a big loop, but I noticed that this MFE was never filling up because it was looping back into this guy. So when I have them chained together like this, now they're all properly storing power. And then this guy, you can't see it underneath here, but he's distributing power over to this. There's a battery box here with the transformer underneath it, and then the same deal on this side. You can kinda... Nah, I gotta cover that shit up. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same spiel. Yeah. I got this set up for when I charge my turtles. I don't think my power system can really handle charging yet. It might be able to during the day, but definitely can't at night. I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to fill in these walls. I like this for the ceiling. Oh. Fuck, I missed a square. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Damn it, that looks terrible. But I've got my storage room all nice and prettied up. I wanted to keep these lights basically going on the layer alongside the wall, except in the case over here where they'd be all covered up, I wanted to give some light, but again, I still haven't decided whether I like that. And I've replaced this with the glass wall, and yeah, you see a peek of that? Wait till you see this. I have been busy. This is going to be where my elevator's going to go. And yeah, I have a big rubber tree farm arboretum that I had going for a while. Don't really need it going right now. But it's just feeding pipes into here, and this setup doesn't really work because I notice a lot of the times that the wood, or actually any of the items, will just sometimes skip right past the barrel and then just fly out the tube. So I stuck a chest at the end, and it seems to do the job, catching the excess. And I need to just replace the piping in my house overall. But yeah, all this stuff. I've got all sorts of crops now on the crop pegs. Oh yeah, and forgive this. I was filling these in. Oh, I made a fucking hole here. Son of a... Man, it's those little details that get me. But I kept this open because I hadn't dug out that hole for the elevator yet, so I needed a way to get in and out. So I'm going to be patching this up as soon as I remember where I put my glass panels. One thing that I was doing, experimenting with, was seeing if these frames would actually kind of look cool as like support frame. And I ended up running out, but I think I kind of like that. I don't know. But anyway, on to here. So I've got almost all of the vanilla plants here. The only things I don't have, to my knowledge, I think are pumpkins and watermelon. Oh, and here, I've been trying to crossbreed. My goal is I want coffee beans and hops. Yeah, I'm gonna get my brewery, my little brew pub going in town, and gonna sell things like beer, alcohol, coffee for the morning. Get a little get some food going too. It'll be a nice comfortable stop. But I'll show you in a bit how this works. Basically, every one that's in the middle was a crossbreeding attempt. I don't know why the hell roses appeared. That's just kind of weird. But, sad. I didn't seem to get any new crops. Well, this probably... yeah, this doesn't know what they are. So, all you need to do this is you set... of course, you set one of these down to initially plant, and then, plant over it. And then to crossbreed them, you put two next to each other, and you just stick that there. But the tricky part with this is you gotta watch out, because you gotta see which crop appears. Because if you have an empty, like, pegs just sticking out of the ground with no crop in them, this included, weeds can grow on them. Weeds are bad. They can, if you don't catch them quick enough, they can spread and destroy nearby crops. So, yeah. So this I have to watch. And it was a pain in the ass watching all these, because it can take anywhere from a minute to many minutes for something to appear here. And I was looking... I don't really want to look in too much to this, because this part I want to remain unspoiled. I want to really experiment with this and just kind of... I just want to kind of learn this one as I go without using any guides. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And I want to take this route because I don't think anyone yet on the server is taking the route of, doing these crossbreeding things. So I think that this would be kind of cool. I'll have something to offer the many people on the server who are smarter at this mod than I am. I'll be able to offer them something that they might not have themselves. So I can contribute. Yay! So what I need to do is collect all of these new crops, and I will left click instead of right clicking on them. That way I can get the seed bags from these mysterious crops. And I'm just going to replace the crossbreeder. So now you see I've got these unknown seeds. So what do I do with them? Well, that's what this guy, where he comes in handy. Now this is a pain in the ass because this guy uses batteries, and it's pretty much a battery per seed. So I should be able to leave that unintended long enough. So I'll just show you guys this real quick. I like to go near my MFE so I can charge nice and easily, but you want to have it on your hotbar, like so. You start it up, you stick your battery in, grab one of your seeds, and you put it in here. So this was a potato seed. You do it again, it's a tier 2 potato seed. One more time. Yellow food, okay. Here we go. This is the big one. Ooh, this was actually a pretty good seed. So growth, this is basically growth speed. Gain is how much crop you can get out of them. And resistance is how resistant they are to trampling. So this can produce a pretty good crop. Means that I'll get a little bit extra potatoes out of it. And they'll be a little bit more resistant. It would be nice if they grew a little faster, but I'm not really that worried about that. So yeah, at the very least, while it'll be taking me a while to you know, get coffee and hops and all the other possible wonderful stuff that this crossbreeding can give me, I'll oh, well, are those weeds? I can't tell. Those kind of look like weeds, but I'm not sure. Hang on. Let me try to spray this over here. Because I know this will produce weeds. It's really hard to tell because weeds start off looking the same way. The only difference is the green color is a little bit darker. So I'm going to try to grow them over here to compare. But this is definitely close to weed. So yeah. So with these, once I get a good generation going, then I'll just keep breeding them, and before I know it, I will have some very, very... This little crop right here, for instance, would be very high yield. And that's one thing that I'm looking for. I think that'll be nice. And I hear there's a bunch of other really cool things that you can get out of this system. But I'm going to try to discover those on my own. I'm going to... Watching me do all this would be very, very boring, so I'm going to get to work on this. The next things that I want to tackle is I definitely want to get started on an elevator system. I also need to... Hang on. I want to create these gates that I've been hearing about. People have been telling me about them, and apparently they're amazing. Because on all my pumps, you know, I can activate them whether I can turn on my engines whether or not any item is actually in them, which seems pretty cool. But I need one of those let's see, those yeah, assembly table, the laser thingies. and yeah. So I'm gonna have to build a laser table. I gotta build... Okay, here's weeds. So that's what weeds look like. I think those are weeds. Yep, they're weeds. Oh well, I lost my crop stick. No big deal. They're easy to make. Alright, so that's the basics. I'm gonna get to work identifying the rest of these well, that's kind of weird. I didn't notice that before. Identifying the rest of these crops, and I'll be right back eventually. Alright, welcome back, guys. I've been planting like a madman, breeding vegetables like I don't even want to make that comparison. But hey, I finally got something new. I have no idea what it is. It's an unknown crop. It looks kind of cool. Let's harvest it. Oh, it was a melon crop. Imagine that. Well, I got melons. I don't need to go find them now. So, well, that's cool. I can now start trying to crossbreed these guys. So, yay! It's, Who should I replace him with? I know there's a lot of redundancy here. Let's put him here. Oh, oh, those aren't my seeds. There we go. So, claim you back and plant melon there. Give a little fertilizer to speed it up. And there we go. Let's see if that helps. Oh man, I got all excited. That looks like it could be something new. But, oh well. Yeah, more crops for me. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got to show you guys for now. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get what I'm seeking after. And then, and then I think I'm gonna get into bluetricity, so I can make myself some sort of sexy elevator here. So look forward to that, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys later.